Chiefs, the rematch. They had met 17 nights before. No A.J. Brown. He was out with a hamstring. Rex, this is the second play of the game. Saquon Barkley, Eagles, 2nd and 10. 65.
Home run.
Woo! A 65-yard home run for Saquon Barkley. Just like that, those questions come to an end. But the questions on this never end. Alex Smith, this ball is ruled forward progress and not a fumble on this tush push here by Jalen Hurts. The Giants were irate.
Yeah, this is a bad call, but this is one of the biggest problems with the play, I think. When does forward progress stop? It's a mess. Half the time you can't even see the ball carrier. Obviously, that's a prime example of it.
It stops whenever it benefits the offense and stops benefiting the defense. It leads to this. Barkley, another touchdown. Eagles up 14-7. Then all the air comes out of the Giants' balloon. All the fun they've had on this season with these two young rookies. Shefty, that's Cam Scatterby going down, and it's one of those terrible. We won't show you the foot at the end.
It's a dislocated ankle. His season's over. It's the second devastating blow for this team after losing Malik Neighbors. You could see how much everybody supported him, felt about him. He waves to the fans, and there goes his season.
Classy move. Eagles fans giving him a standing ovation as they took him off the field. Now we go to the third quarter. It's Saquon Barkley again. So he has a magnificent day, 150 rushing yards, 2 total touchdowns. But you'll see him limping here. Shefty, he'll go in the 10th. What do we know?
He felt like he could have come back in the game. Now, the key thing to remember here is the Eagles have a bye this upcoming week, and their next game is 2 weeks from today in Green Bay against the Packers. Saquon has a chance to be back.
Fourth quarter now, 6 minutes to go. Eagles up 31-13. Here comes icing on the cake. John Dotson going up over Corey Black. Hey, Corey Black, you know what the words are. You got lost. Oh, that's a great play by Dotson. Although Randy's going to be mad at us because it's not a clean catch, so he won't count it. But for Jalen Hurts, he's going to yell at us, guys. Jalen Hurts, 4 passing touchdowns, tying a career high. Eagles get their revenge against the Giants. And the real story here, it took 8 weeks, but the Eagles finally looked like themselves on the ground yesterday. 276 rushing yards, second most in a game since they got Saquon. They averaged 8.4 yards a carry, most in any game for them in 5 years. So they looked like their old selves. Rex, was this a good day or a good sign for the Eagles?
Both, absolutely. And I'm going to tell you, here's why. Number one, a great sign because, I mean, they absolutely dominated this game. But it's a good sign to me because the quarterback's underneath center.
Yep.
And when you're underneath center, it opens up the run game. Every run is available to you when he's back in that dot. All right, when you're in gun, it limits you so much. Well, you saw the results yesterday. They're running so much of simple power, gap scheme runs, and they are just dominant. And to me, that's what this team needs. And by the way, your quarterback is really good underneath center, too. You can heavy up the protection. So to me, absolutely a great sign for this football team.
Alex, you can get more specific. You got some tape for us here.
Yeah, and we've seen a real deliberate, concerted effort by this offense to get under center, to get Saquon running. And Rex is totally right. The variety that it gives you in the run game, right, in the mix of run pass. Again, here, second play of the game, you're going to see him. This is duo. Woody's probably favorite play. You see the big double teams up front for the linebacker. I want you to look at this backside safety. Look, he hasn't handed the ball off yet. Watch him. He has no idea what's going on. He keeps backing up. I mean, Saquon's already into the line of scrimmage, and he hasn't played downhill because he can't diagnose run pass. And then all of a sudden, you give a guy like Saquon 5 yards. Again, they don't touch him. The safety does not touch him. And again, later in the game, we talk about the variety. Here you're going to see pin pull. We get the big fellas out in front. And again, this is the play he comes up. Hold on, but I want you to see the defenders that even touch him here, right? Like, again, he doesn't even slow down until he gets to the second and third level. And at that point, I mean, that's advantage Eagles here. This was a great sign because they dominated up front. Again, at the line of scrimmage, at the point of attack. This is what we expect out of an Eagles football team. And then again, really being under center gives them, again, all of this variety. We saw him tossing it on the edge. Again, you can pin and pull. You can play the duo up front, right? It just gives them so much more variety and obviously paid off yesterday.
And the biggest thing is that when you're under center, it marries up to the pass.
Yep.
And so that's where the play-action passing game comes alive because when you're able to run the football, all those different schemes and variety you talked about in the running game, you can marry it up in the play-action pass game, and you become even that much more deadly as an offense.
Saquon had more yards from under center runs yesterday than weeks 1 through 7 combined, right? Like, again, it was very intentional and obviously worked.
It was the first time all year that they outgained their opponent. But you want a good sign? Here's a good sign. They beat the Giants. The Cowboys lost in Denver. The Commanders are in Kansas City tonight to play a tough Chiefs team, so it's possible everybody in the division loses. The Eagles don't play again until 2 weeks from today in Green Bay, the day before the trade deadline. If the Eagles don't make a move to better their roster between now and then, I'd be surprised. That's what they do. They're always active, they're always aggressive, and they're going to be that way again. I'll be surprised if in the next 2 weeks the Eagles haven't pulled off at least one trade.
And just to underline that, to be clear, and the people who are asking, might they trade away A.J. Brown?
And they're not going to trade A.J. Brown. Here's the deal. They're trying to repeat as a Super Bowl champion. They're in the business of acquiring talent, not giving it away. And whatever they can get back for A.J. Brown, they can get back in February or March before the draft. They're going to want him here to help this stretch run after the big win. Yeah, he's not going to get traded.
Okay, so the Eagles get their win. He's not going to get traded. That's a big performance out of the Eagles yesterday and a win they needed. Meanwhile, maybe the most surprising, not maybe, well, it was maybe the most surprising outcome of the day was Jets and Bengals yesterday. Let's go to Justin Fields and the Jets, criticized by the owner of his own team. The Bengals looking to put this game away in the third quarter. Bengals are up 24-16. Here goes Samaje Perine. There he goes. 24. Cincinnati takes a 31-16 lead, and you figure, D. Wood, this game is definitively over.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the way it's been going with this Jets team all year. They get down by double digits, and it's usually a wrap.
But this time, Justin Fields, who played the game of his life, brings the Jets back. It's Fields, it's Jeremy Ruckert. That's a 24-yard gain. On the very next play, we'll see Breece Hall, who had a phenomenal day, take it in. And all of a sudden, the Jets are within one score, Alex Smith.
Yeah, hats off to this Jets team. I mean, obviously a lot of turmoil, a lot of noise around them. Continue to fight and get back into this ballgame.
It becomes a one-score game because they go for the two-point conversion. And how about this play by Justin Fields? Dead to rights, right? They've got him. He's rolling. He's in trouble. He finds Isaiah Davis somehow. And after further review, it is ruled a good conversion. They initially ruled that he was not breaking the plane, but the correct call was subsequently made. Jets make it 38-32. Following Jets drive, we got 7 minutes left. First down at their own 42. The Jets ran the ball yesterday, Rex. Here comes Arian Smith.
Well, they threw the ball well, and they ran the ball well, man. And we're going to get into it later, especially
That's right.
on first down. But this play right here, Greeny.
This is what I meant.
This is unbelievable. Look at
Breece Hall.
that thing up. Breece Hall, that's the play of the game right there.
Breece Hall throws the touchdown that winds up winning it to Mason Taylor. Aaron Glenn goes out of his mind. Jets just need the extra point because they had done the right thing by going for the two the first time. The analytics, so it's 39-38. Bengals get their last chance. Joe Flacco on 4th and 9. They really executed this last drive very questionably in a lot of different ways. We can talk about their side of it as we go, but for the Jets, good for them. They get their first win of the season, erasing a 15-point fourth-quarter deficit, second largest in team history. At one point in this game, ESPN Bet had the Jets' odds to win at 20-1. Instead, they come all the way back to get the win, and it was no doubt a very emotional day, one in which the Jets played with heavy hearts with the news of the passing of their longtime center, the great player Nick Mangold, who was a franchise legend known for his blue-collar work ethic and leadership. He died at 41 from complications of kidney disease. His passing came just 12 days after he publicly appealed for a kidney transplant. And after the game was over, his old team and teammates were thinking of him.
He was the heart and soul of this team. He had a number of kids, and it's always tough to hear that, especially a guy that's a true Jet through and through that made his appearance felt. And I'm sure you guys seen him around a number of times. So prayers goes out to him and his family.
Pre-game, everything, I was, had him in my prayers. I do a lot of praying before the game. So just to be able to sit there and, kind of pray for him, pray for his family, and then, I kind of keeping it at the back of my mind that I want to go out there and win this for him.
You may have seen Rex was very emotional yesterday on Sunday NFL Countdown. He said everything that he could possibly say. D. Wood, you played alongside Nick Mangold on that offensive line in New York. Your families are very close. I just thought it would be appropriate to give you a moment to say a few words.
No, it's, I lost a brother, man. I lost a brother, and everyone knows that, when you're spending as much time as you are with one another in that facility, you are family. And so, the offensive line is a team within a team. We have these intimate moments together. And the one thing about Nick was a guy that always kept things lighthearted. He was always a guy that kept things loose, kept things fun. But he was the best lineman that I ever played with, Greeny. The best lineman that I ever played with, best center. I came in the league as a first-round pick as a center. And I came in with the Jets, and I learned so much from Nick Mangold and how he was able to just set things up. And we had Mark Sanchez, with rookie quarterback, just how much he took off of his plate. He always made us look great. That was the thing about Nick. He always put us in the best position to win football games. Okay, and like I said, on the football field, he's a Hall of Famer in my opinion. Off the field, he's a Hall of Famer. He's a great husband, very charitable man, great father. There's just not enough words that I can use to describe Nick Mangold. And I think I speak on behalf of all the guys that play with Nick Mangold. He will be greatly missed, greatly missed.